Super Saiyan 3 Goku versus Omega. Now we can't dodge in the first turn, so God Goku is of course nowhere near as valuable. We can get the orbs to get the guard and everything, but I mean he's not even getting attacked on this turn now. But Super Saiyan over in a Flash Fierce battle. I like how some of my links, like I've been link leveling this Goku, and Kamehameha's at level 9 and Limit Breaking Form is at level 5. So you love to see that. Yeah, Miguel, how's it going? But yeah, Piccolo here, pretty good, considering most of the units, if not all of the units on the team are movie heroes. So this STR Piccolo is still a very solid banner unit. I'm not sure how well he has aged in terms of like the anniversary content. I don't know if I saw anyone using him against any of the anniversary events, but he's a unit that definitely aged well. I mean, arguably he aged better than Cooler. So, who is of course, he was his banner unit. Any of the news mention how to get... No, that's... I was wondering, Proton, if you would have stopped by at all. Because, yeah, somebody asked when we started the stream, is the statue even on Global? But, like, yeah, I can't see any information about it anywhere. But it was definitely in the data download. But, yeah, I don't know. There doesn't seem to be any way to actually get it. Right, so Piccolo's going to get his buff. He'll get hit and everyone will get extra ki. Grab those. Now the Buu Duo could be super useful here, as long as they don't get supered. Okay, good. Because yeah, I mean, if they get super during the STR phase, then that would be brutal. But we do of course have the potential for the standby. They share some decent links with this Goku. So this is the Rainbow Goku friend. Yeah, 14.8 mil, and remember he has a 50% chance to crit on that as well. Yeah. And then we get the additional, so 15.9. I mean, this is what I was saying in the previous like videos, is this Goku, he is a damage dealer, right? And the damage that he does, pretty good. And in base, post-super, he's still rocking like 700 to 800k defense, depending on support. And that's after one super, so he easily clears like 800k defense on this rotation, which is pretty good. Yeah, on JP, you got it as like a... Because we summoned yesterday on the Goku and Iridigan banners, and we weren't getting any. But Topo, if you summoned on the banner, you got the Super Saiyan Hercule statue. But the statue was in the data download for Global. So how do you get them on Global? Unless they're going to give like some out as a reward at like the end of the day or something. I don't know. It's weird. I put Piccolo in slot 1, didn't I? I would ideally float him off here, but this is, to be fair, this is a good rotation with the Goku here, because Piccolo can sit in slot 1, Goku will get the KO, we float off Gogeta and he doesn't have to get hit at all, which, you know, the first phase is a little bit, can be a bit sketchy for Gogeta because you can't dodge. But now, when he comes back on the rotation, he's going to go blue. I talked about this in like the team building guide video, but a good combo or a good strategy, depending on the event and depending on the turn, which I suppose in this instance it was quite good that he wasn't on the rotation until turn 3. We can float him off. When he comes back, he's going to transform. Then he can be a really good slot 1 like linking partner for Goku, whilst also not really taking any damage, right? Because this is the rotation he'll come back on. So I can't get 6 orbs for God Goku though, so I kind of do have to keep you in slot 1. So if I do this, this should connect either the int orbs or the physical orbs enough till we get 6, right? Yeah. Alright, take those. Alright, so we'll do this. Piccolo still getting buffs. Is he fully built up now? Yep, good. Goku with the dodge, which is very important because before he attacks, like in this... I'll always say base, right, if the card's not transformed, but it feels weird saying like Goku in base when he's Super Saiyan 3, but for the card, this Goku in base, he needs to super to get all of his defense, right? So before supering, he's relying on that 70% chance to dodge that he has from being in slot 2. Alright, Piccolo should eat this fairly well. In fact, he probably... Will he take double-digit damage? Yeah, he will. Well, close enough, right? And then, yeah, 14.5 from the Rainbow Friend. With the crit. No additional this time, though, sadly. And then, yeah, he just dodged everything anyway. Like, he'd tank all of those normals for double-digit damage. But he just dodges them all anyway, so... We'd love to see that. I think I like this team because Goku, you know, there was always the meme about movie heroes constantly getting buffs. But one of the reasons why I threw Orange Piccolo on the team is just because you can. And, like, he can still be so good. Like, for global in the meta that we're in now, like, Piccolo is still so good. And, yeah, when we get to the Int Omega, he could potentially be in trouble if he was to take, like, a super or something. But we should, ideally, not have to worry about that. So... okay, how do I want to do this? I could probably just do this. Although I was going to float Piccolo off on the next turn. So... I do want to stand by. Yeah, let's do this. Before we get the orb change, I'll do this. Then let's orb change and see what we get. Because we have enough turns that they can float around a full set of rotation and then come back and do the Spirit Bomb. So I think that's probably the easiest way to do that here. There we go. Alright, so that should be a pretty decent setup. You know, Carnage. Okay, so Piccolo. Okay, I was going to say Piccolo not getting supered would be ideal, but... He did get his defense buff at least, so it's not like we're going to die. It took 330k, but everyone else will tank, because Goku's going to super before the AoE, so everything else for the turn should be double digits. 10 mil! That's my Goku, who is at 69%. So one dupe, not full level 10 links, 10 mil on the super, pretty good. The standby obviously tanks for double digits, Piccolo tanks normals. Ooh, I thought it was double digits now. Yikes. That was close. Okay, who we got next turn? Oh, has Piccolo... If Tech Piccolo's taken enough hits, we can get the full Piccolo heal with the extra damage reduction proc, which you don't see very often. Oh, we did! Let's go! Piccolo, my goat. Alright, well. So Gogeta has a 100% chance to dodge in slot 1. So I'm not going to use the Dragon Fist here, because obviously we ideally want Gogeta to dodge everything. And unless the super's in slot 1, there's not really much point putting Dragon Fist Goku in slot 1. So we'll do this, and then because we're on turn 6 now, which means regardless of the HP, we can use the standby. Oh yeah, that's right, you try and super blue Gogeta. Oops. 100% chance to dodge. So actually, yeah, this would have been a good turn for Dragon Fist to be in slot 1, because once he actually counters a super with the Dragon Fist, he has guaranteed dodge for the rest of the turn. So obviously, if you do get the occasion where the enemy is supering as the very first attack of the turn, then Goku can be really, really good for holding down slot 1 for that particular turn. So... But yeah, Gogeta doing some decent damage here. Just dodges everything. Then we get the AoE. Goku gets the dodge. Let's go. And now Piccolo's doesn't have his guard anymore, but now has the extra damage reduction. So he's going to be tanking very nicely. And then, yeah, Friend Goku linked up with Blue Gogeta. 20 mil. Nice. And then there's the additional for 22. That super attack effect, that gives him an extra like 2.5 mil on his... super attack damage. That is pretty crazy. We love to see that. Alright, so let's give it a try then, shall we? Where super attack? Oh, it's the first attack in slot 1? Oh, you don't say! Alright, well. There's 6 orbs, like, but only if I get certain... Okay, let's do that. I was like, I'll make sure I get the 6 orbs of Goku. No. Are you serious? Well, actually, he's got type advantage, so I suppose it doesn't really matter too much. Alright, we'll do that. The Spirit Bomb's fully charged. Ho-ho! Of course, the animation skip. That's the bit I actually hate. I think I've talked about this in previous videos. I actually hate they combined all of the skips into like one button. Because like I want to have the intro skip on. Like I don't want to see the intros every single time, and I always forget to turn it off. But I want to see the active skills and the like standbys and stuff. But the fact that they consolidated them all into one button is really annoying. And yeah, of course, Goku gives defensive support to everybody on the rotation, so STR Piccolo perfectly fine at the end there, despite the AoE. But yeah, getting that Dragon Fist off straight away in the first slot, pretty good. And then he just guarantee dodges everything else on the turn. And then we won't have... He's not on low enough HP for us to have the... Kamehameha with Gogeta ready yet, unfortunately. Now, if we don't use the Dragon Fist, if we don't use the Spirit Bomb on this turn, we do lose the ability to use it, which is a shame. But yeah, let's see. Let's do this. Get the animation actually in here this time. Yeah, Omega throwing for the content. We appreciate that slot 1 super attack, Omega.
That's when he can be attacked.
Do it again. Slot 1 super again. You know you want to. That's the second attack of the turn. So he's got to dodge 1 AoE, and then it will be the thing. Of course, Gogeta doesn't get his dodge until he is actually locked into slot 3. So this could be a bit of a dodgy rotation, but we'll see how we go. I'm going to launch the Spirit Bomb here. We're not like superly overcharged or anything, so it's not going to do insane damage. But remember, we also have the Rainbow Friend now in slot 1. Thank you, Dragon Balls.
You fought pretty well. I'm impressed. See you around.
Oof, no crit, 13 mil. I mean, it's not terrible, but... Alright, well, let's go for... I'll just grab these for you. Where's their defense as well now? They didn't really get a lot of stacks. They got 500k. I suppose that's not terrible. Alright. Okay, good. Dodge the AoE. They take double digits. Gogeta takes... 33, that's fine. Oh, what's that? You trying to super attack me? If I don't do it, who will? Like, this part of his super attack I think looks really good. I know people don't like the dragon. I'm going to keep saying this, like, every time. But people don't like the dragon. But I think, like, all of the rest of the animation is pretty cool. And yeah, it's annoying that he doesn't have, like, the fist pose at the end and stuff like that. But, I don't know, I like it. And then Goku just getting 100% dodge now for the rest of the turn. Look at that, just chilling in slot 1. Shout out to Francois for re-upping his membership. Ningen Club member for 20 months. Let's go. Did not pull any of the new units. Ooh, damn. That's unfortunate. Hopefully it didn't go too deep. I think the discounts were worth doing, potentially, for people if you had the 220 stones to spare, but saving for the anniversary is definitely the way to go. And of course, you know, it's already hard enough for global players out here in these streets, but we got Golden Week coming up in a couple of weeks. Yeah, I love that, observing the opponent. They all have a different... Every standby character that doesn't attack, they have like a... I think they all have a different thing that comes up. For like the reason why they're not... Because isn't like Majin Vegeta's one is like fighting Barbady's mind control or something like that. But yeah, it's pretty cool. And then yeah, Gogeta in slot 3, gonna do some damage. It's been a very, very good run so far. And remember, I was saying about like throwing Orange Piccolo on the team. I think he's going to be on the next turn, right? So now if we want to basically just guarantee the W, we just use the active skill with Orange Piccolo. Now, obviously, when it comes to recording videos, I very often don't like to use the Orange Piccolo transformation because it's kind of boring. But of course, in terms of like actually winning, in terms of, you know, we want to win the event, we could easily just go ahead and use the thing for him. But first of all, let's use Goku's active skill because we might just win. But because we do get a guaranteed crit. Really? Well, at least I guess at least now we don't have to waste 50 million turns with Orange Piccolo, because Orange Piccolo, we can go into the orange form and then we'll just kill him. So it doesn't matter. It's not like we have to spend, because one of the reasons why I don't like using it in videos is because we then have to sit for like, potentially you get the extra turn as well, so we have to sit for like 3 turns, and because he does so many additionals, 3 turns of Piccolo's giant form is potentially like, well, at most it could be 9 attacks. Well, no, each turn, at most, each turn could be 9 attacks because it's him in all 3 slots. Now, he doesn't do 2 additionals every single time, obviously, but yeah, it can be close enough. I mean, he doesn't do a lot of damage anyway. Yeah, exactly. The video is just 8 minutes of the Orange Piccolo transformation. But I mean, that's the benefit to him being on the team, right? It's just that he gives us this turn where he's not going to do a crazy amount of damage if he's not critting, of course, because we've got type disadvantage. But if somehow Omega survived all these turns of the orange form, then once we come out of it, he can't do a super or any AoEs. So then it's just guaranteed W at that point. So, you know, he's definitely worthwhile running. It might be a bit, like I say, like boring and time consuming with the Orange Piccolo transformation, but it essentially guaranteed us the W here, because he did super in slot 1. So if we'd put like Goku in slot 1 and he didn't dodge, then it could have been GG. God Goku in slot 1, if we hadn't done the active skill, could have dodged, but I mean, I think if he wouldn't have dodged, he might have been okay. I'm not sure what his defense stacked up to, but he did super in slot 1, so the Orange Piccolo active skill just guarantees the win. But yeah, Movie Heroes has been a crack team for quite some time. Running Goku as kind of like the new Movie Heroes leader, because the gods are a bit outdated now. I mean, there you go. Took a little bit longer than some of the other runs, but we got to see the Dragon Fist both times. We dropped the Spirit Bomb. We did God Goku's active skill. Like, it might not have been optimal, but that's, you know, I would classify this as the definition of like a fun run. Like, we built the team. We built the team. We beat the event. We got to use basically everybody's abilities. So yeah, I think that was pretty cool. So let me know what you guys think of Goku down below in the comment section. How would you build his team if you're going to build a Movie Heroes or Final Trump Card team for Omega? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.